The very last thing I want to talk about is the more you use technology, we're going to run into hiccups here and there. But I need you to frame a technology error. Understand this. Whether you think you're technology savvy or not, if you consider yourself a techie or not, everyone has technology hiccups. That's not something that being less of a user you're more prone to. We all have technology hiccups. However, when we talk about these technology hiccups, we also have to understand that many of our solutions can be found fairly easily. So your tech support now, I've actually included this slide in order of my preference for you in terms of who you need to contact when. So if you have some type of technology hiccup, start with internal. See if there's someone on your team or someone in your household that might be able to answer your question. That's number one. Now, can I share something with you? I'm a millennial. I'm an old millennial, but I'm still a millennial. And oftentimes people come to us in Gen Zs, the younger generation that's in college and high school right now, and they say, hey, we're having this tech issue. Can you help us? Especially our parents and grandparents and everything. Can I tell you what our number one secret is? We don't know how to fix all this stuff off the top of our head. We go to YouTube and we type in whatever the problem is. And so if you're getting a very specific error message, we type in YouTube that exact error message and we put quotations on either side of it because it means you're keeping all the words together so it knows to look at it as a unit. You need to find all of these words in this order. And oftentimes after you do that, you're going to find that there's a British guy that's created a video to help you through whatever tech issue you've had. I don't know if it's the same British guy or if it's just a national pastime over there. I don't know. But do yourself a favor and ask a British guy. Now, if you can't find the answer via YouTube, and again, I love YouTube because there's videos, so it's actually showing you how to do something. The next step is to go to Google, which is actually YouTube's parent, and type in whatever the error message is or whatever your question is there. And if it's a particular error message, again, remember to use quotations on both sides if you're searching in YouTube or Google. Oftentimes within Google, you're going to see that there are chat rooms where people, or chat rooms or different online places where people have already discussed that exact issue and found solutions. And so I end up in those all of the time. But let's be real. Sometimes there's not going to be anyone internally that can help you. Sometimes you're not going to find your answer on YouTube. And sometimes you're not going to find the exact answer on Google. It's rare. Usually you're going to find your answer at least 90–95% of the time, but occasionally you're not. And in those rare occasions, I like to use Upwork. Upwork is an online website/app where you can hire people from all over the world to do remote work for you. So things like website design, keyword research, creating attractive flyers for different things, book illustrations, all kinds of things. Now, I use it in a way that it's not really intended. When I have some type of technical error and it's driving me crazy or I'm too busy, I don't have time to look at that. What I'll do is I'll post a job on there and I'll say, I need, technology fixer for error, whatever. In the description, I'll describe what the issue is that I'm having. And then I'll offer $15 or something and say, whoever, and people actually bid for the business. So know that for anything that you put up a job, people come in and bid on it based on whatever budget you gave. Okay. So they'll say, I can do it for more, less, the same amount. You can see their work history. So I post the error I'm having, but instead of hiring people like you normally do, I say the first person to give me a solution, when they reply back and they bid, just put whatever your solution is in your comments. The first person whose solution works, I'll pay $15 to. And that's how I get anything that I can't get solved the other ways. That's how I get that solved. Okay. And so now you are equipped to be tech support for all of these things. Keep in mind that as you're learning how to use Google Docs or how to use Microsoft Teams or any of these, use YouTube. That's your first resource. Use Google to get understanding and outside of even the education they provide, because there's tutorials on these particular things. Other people on YouTube and even Google have created additional resources for you to help you understand how to use these tools even more, okay? Now, with that having been said, you have been called to serve. You can do this. The technology that you choose should really be based on your style of communication as a leader and how your team normally communicates. And so take a moment to explore some of the options that I gave you and figure out what makes sense for you and what will help you stay committed and targeted to your goals of service, no matter if you're working from home or whether you're out in the field with other individuals. No matter what, your commitment doesn't waver. Now, lastly, if you have any questions for me, you can always reach me via my website, crystalwashington.com.